Hi everybody, James here, and we are on episode 7, and I have a wonderful, wonderful guest for you today. It's a different kind of guest. I am super excited. I have the wonderful Brittneyrae with me. Brittney, say hi to the people.
Hello.
And what Brittney does is she is a tarot reader of the cards. She is a spiritual healer, and she's not a psychic, so she doesn't have the crystal ball, so don't think of it like that. But Brittney, tell the people what you do, and let's hop right into it, because I'm really excited to talk about this with you.
Okay. So I do spiritual healing. I do readings over the phone, personal readings, and my main goal is to target people's past, people's future, people's present, and to really get into what blockages need to be removed and how they can go around certain things in their life to make their day better, to feel better. And I love it. I love doing what I do.
Nice. So we met on Instagram.
Yes.
And I started following you because I was really interested in it, and everybody that I followed, I don't know, it just seems different. You just had a different kind of energy about what you did, and you seemed really passionate and compassionate about the readings that you give to people. You weren't just trying to make a quick dollar.
No.
And that makes a big difference. So tell the people, how did you get started, and how did you even know that you had this gift? Because it's truly a gift, and we're going to get into that part as well.
I started really young. I started to notice, certain things about my life that were a little different, how I could kind of read people and, just know things without them telling me, or and I started to look further into it as I got older, and I really wanted to experiment and see what it was about. So I started following YouTube. I would watch tarot readings myself, and it was crazy how I would see these people explain themselves through cards, and then once I knew that I could read them, I mean, it was like game
sky's
over.
the limit.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you were able to point out the red flags before red flags became popular to point out.
Yes.
Like you saw different, you could call BS in advance.
Yes.
So this is, I think, a very important question. We're going to go into you a little bit first, but are you able to see that in yourself or other people? How does that gift work for you?
So real personal readers can't read for themselves, actually.
Okay.
But we could read for other people.
Got it.
And then calling out the BS, I definitely could call out regardless.
I get it. Good deal. So you have to go to another reader to read about yourself or to find out about yourself. Yes. That has to be a little bit difficult sometimes.
It is.
Because you're like, damn it, I need to know what's going on with Jack, but I can't find out. I'm making up a name, obviously, but you can't find out, but you can help so many other people.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So with that being said, when you go into that energy of reading, one thing I want to find out is how do you, because doing that reading, you get that person's energy. You're feeling them, you're feeling that vibe. Even over the phone, when a person's voice changes or their tone goes up or goes down. Yeah. How do you adapt to that on a daily basis? Because that could be draining also.
It is draining. I do a lot of, I also have a spiritual bath oil that I sell and promote. And I make it at home. But yeah, I normally spiritual baths, sage. And then sometimes I'll just take like a day or two off just to kind of,
kind of digress and get that out of you, because taking on all as many people makes a difference. So when having the cards, now I can't say I was skeptical about it, but I didn't know enough about it, right, to try it. And then I called one of my friends, she's a fellow realtor in St. Louis, and I said, Gab, have you ever had this done? And she's like, James, it was the best thing that could have happened for me. So I was like, okay. And then I contacted you, and I was like, let's try it. And when I tell you people that I did my first reading, and it was as if she worked for the FBI. She knew everything about me. And mind you, this is our first time talking. The first time we ever had a conversation outside of messaging each other, and it was spot on. It was a little bit scary, just to be completely honest with you. But when you get those kind of reactions from people, how do you feel about that?
Blessed.
Okay.
And definitely I don't know, sometimes people will cry, and sometimes people will be...
Really?
Yes.
You get all those different emotions?
Yes.
Okay.
And it pushes me to keep going.
Okay, good.
Every day. It's so important.
Got you. Good. So what is the spiritual aspect what draws you to it? Like, how do you get, because if you gave me a deck of those cards, I'd say Uno or Blackjack 21. I don't know what the hell to do with them. But how do you get that energy and that power? Where does that channel from inside of you to help people?
So it's kind of like when I talk to people, I can almost hear their like vibration, you know, their energy. I could feel it, and then it's kind of like it comes out like in a video to me when I'm looking at the cards on how and where, like, you know, there's blockages in finances, money, love, or things like that. And it's like it's like something tells me just to, you know, say it, and it comes out. It's like someone's kind of giving me the messages in a sense.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Because back in the day when we would watch movies or we would see people that have your kind of gifts, you know, it would always be portrayed as a fraud.
Oh yeah.
Right. You see the crystal ball, and then like the Ouija board in the funny movies with the children, and you would see the string pulling the chair so it would move, or the lights flickering on and off.
Oh, I love that movie, by the way.
So all those different things we would see, but to actually have it done and to be able to give that is, I don't want to say it's a curse because it definitely is a gift, but how do you continue, and then what level do you want to continue to take that on to so you can help more people?
Well, I really want to first of all make people feel comfortable into like coming towards me, and into, that's why I'm so big on reviews.
Got you.
You know, and feedback, because I feel like when people actually see that it's real, and that they're taking the time to write it, it means more, and it means, well, you know, I want to feel that way too. Let me go see what she's about. So by expanding, I really want to expand my name, and, you know, bring myself out there, but more importantly, just expand on what I actually do so people can come towards me. Okay.
So expand on the brand and expand on the experience.
Yes.
Because even before you got here, I was telling one of my friends, and she was saying, my coworker Valerie, and she was saying that, well, I want to try it, but you know, but my religion, and I'm like, Val, I am very religious, and I tried it, and it has nothing to do with that. And then she was speaking about her mother and her sister, so I'm hoping you could change her mind before you leave. We can give that to you. But what I can say is that I will give you praise and rave reviews because it was beyond the scope of what I thought it would be. And we'll make sure we put all your information, your handle, how to contact you, so we can get you more business, get you more people, because the benefit to that is, obviously, you're not going to give me the lottery numbers, right? So that's not going to happen. And we still have to walk by faith and prayer, no matter what religion or spirituality you are. But if you can have a glimpse of the inside of where you're going, what you're facing, what you're doing, that definitely helps.
Yes.
You know, and that's the guidance that Brittney gives. So are there any, let's talk about the zodiac signs, because I see your readings, you know, Libras, I'm a Libra, and Scorpios, Cancers, woo, Cancers, Lord.
Oh.
But I'm just saying.
Yes. Cancers.
So I know, right? But how do you deal with that aspect to be able, because it's one thing to do an individual, but it's another thing to do different zodiac signs. How do you balance that out? So
basically I would, I try to prepare myself before I do readings, and then for each sign, it's pretty, like, I get that energy when I talk to them.
Really?
So, yeah, it's kind of spot on. For me, the signs don't really do much. It's more of the person.
Really?
It's more energy.
Okay.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the energy, not the sign. So when people say, you know, I think about that Biggie line, what's your name, what's your sign, you know, but when people talk about that specific sign, it's not so much about that date and the sign, it's about that person that you're reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's how you come up with what you give them.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. So how long overall, I don't think I asked you, how long have you been doing the readings, and how much longer do you want to do it? Because at a certain point you would think, like, I'm exhausted, my brain is tired, to hell with these people. Like, how do you feel about that?
No, you know, to be honest, I don't think I ever want to stop.
Okay.
Because of the feeling that I get when I do it.
How do you feel?
Good.
Really?
God's so good.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, not everybody's reading is good though, so it varies. You know, some people don't have that positive, you know, outcome sometimes. Sometimes it's a bad one, but at least they're prepared for it. You know? But yeah, I definitely want to keep growing. I eventually want to, you know, have an LLC of my own. Possibly open up my own shop to, you know, produce more of my bath oils and to really expand myself. That's the goal. Okay, so now tell me about, you mentioned the bath oils earlier. Tell us a little about how that helps the healing and the calming part of what you do, because I know sometimes you have the aromatherapy, candles, those type of things help, but tell me about the bath oils and how that helps. And does that help individuals outside of just yourself, because you said you sell them as well? Yes. Okay, tell us people about it. So it's basically it's a 30-minute spiritual bath cleanse. And in this bath it has you know, secret ingredients, let's just say, to really, you know, help calm your body, mind, soul. When you're in the bath, you know, you'll actually experience the feeling of, you know, being calm and
really,
lighter. Yeah, I have feedback. People that are, they want to do it every month. So I have steady customers that, come to me and they buy.
Okay. All right. So when you do, have you ever done a reading where that person was just completely negative, like a draining, where it just took everything out of you? Like, why the hell am I even here with this person? They're not going to change. They're not going to understand. Have you ever done anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. And then when you get people like that, how does that work?
When people come towards me about that like with that type of energy, it's definitely something I try to go around. Okay. So I try to dig a little deeper because most of the time with energies like that, it's like they're hiding a lot behind them. So there's a lot of stuff that they're trying to, push out in different ways.
Got you. So you have to, when you say that, how you have to dig deeper, like, do you dig deeper into them to find out? Or do you just say, you know what, I want to let this go because you dig deeper, it could cause a bigger problem?
No, I never let it go.
Really?
Yeah. Never.
Okay, because when you pause right there for a moment, it seems like you had a moment, like you thought about something, like, damn, yeah, that brought that brought it back. Really?
Some calls can be pretty intense. And
really?
Yeah. But those are normally the best ones because those are the ones that I have to really spend more time on. Those calls sometimes could go for 45 to 50 minutes, depending on what they need to say and how they need to let it out towards me. So. Okay. Now,
I know you can't tell like what the gift is because that's each individual's positive gift. But when you put those cards on the table, what is that process? How does that work for you, for that person?
So let's just say I'm on a call now. Pretty much my main thing is to, talk to them, have them feel comfortable, play a little music to kind of have them feel zen.
Yeah, set the mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once I know that they're completely calm and relaxed, then we go into, their sign, any concerns or any questions that they have that are really bothering them that they want, some resolution of some sort. So then I start to pull the cards, shuffle them as they're talking to me, and we're talking, and I'm shuffling, and I'm getting the energy, and I'm starting to feel, I'm starting to see, and then that's when it just kind of lays out.
And it comes to you.
Yeah.
So you ask them the questions first. Oh, okay, got you. So it's not like just, if I'm reading the card like, Brittney, be careful, because this is going to happen, or you're going to win $1 million. It's like, okay, Brittney, what do you want to know about yourself? What is the question? What's your concern? What's on your mind? And then based upon you asking them and them answering it, that's how you go into it.
Yes.
I like it. So tell me, do you have any cards where we can give the people that are watching an example of what and how you do?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Well,
that would be good.
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm excited. Show us how you do it.
Okay, so normally, again, warming up, talking to the customer.
So treat me like let's role play. You can treat me like a customer.
So basically, I would be on the phone with you, and I would say, "Hi, how are you?
Hey, Britt, how you doing? Thanks for the call."
Okay, and I put on my music, get you kind of focused, relaxed, and then I would say, "Okay, so let's talk. Let's get into it."
Okay.
Normally, I'll ask if they've ever had a reading, just kind of break the ice
with them. Right. Yes. It's like a first date.
Yes.
Yeah, almost.
Exactly. And then basically, I shuffle them. I shuffle and I pretty much just pull, and it.
Really?
Yeah.
That
and
is
as
amazing.
I'm talking to the customer, as I'm talking to them, I'm feeling their energy.
Okay.
And then let's just say, whatever card comes out. Okay. It's
And let me say, people,
first on their mind. It's Queen of Pentacles, finances.
And when I got my reading done, it was over the phone, and when I tell you it was spot on because you didn't tell me like, oh yeah, pick a card or this is your card. You just went right into it, and I really was silent in awe of how you knew all these different things. It was amazing. But I'm sorry, I just wanted to give that to the people as far as a reference that if someone posted, well, not someone, we don't care about other people, but when you do it, it's not staged, it's not pre-planned.
No.
You don't know these people in advance to know what their lives are. You literally go through that process with them at that point and tell them what's going on, and it's amazing. So, but yes, please carry on. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was just excited. That was my excitement of what you did. For my experience, I wanted to share that with the people.
No, yeah, it's really a good, it's a great feeling that I love it. When I look at these cards, it's like watching a video of your life, basically, as I'm talking to you. And then a lot of the things like triggers, blockages, I'll see, and when you look at them, they're kind of, you could think a million things.
Absolutely.
But the like magical part about them is that they talk to me. So I'll know, you know, what exactly I'm seeing in a card. You know, it's really cool.
So now, are there different sets of cards? Meaning, are any cards better than the other cards, or pretty much they're all the same cards?
They're all the same. You could get some with pictures. You could get some with numbers. You could get some, you know, that are exotic. You know, fun, like it's
fancy, different style. Okay, got it.
Yeah, there's so many, but it's mainly the messages that I like to portray.
Okay.
I personally like the pictures because I see so much more in them, but also numbers too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good. There used to be a lady who, back in the day, who used to do like your name. She could read your name and tell you what it stands for and things like that. But that was years ago, you know. Or you would see people at the carnival who would say, you know, come on over here and let's talk about it. So the direction that you want to go in, you mentioned, we're talking a little bit off camera, about you just developing and growing and doing this full time and helping people full time.
Yes.
Possibly getting your own location. What does that look like for you? And then, are you able to train anyone, or is it that specific person's gift?
I believe you could teach tarot to someone who
Really?
really
Okay.
wants to learn about it, to someone who's passionate and just kind of wants to know.
Okay.
I think you can teach it. However, I would advise people who actually, you know, could see to do it.
Gotcha.
I just feel like it might be better because, you know, if you don't really have a passion to do it, it's more like a job, and it should never feel like a job. It should feel like a passion.
In that regard, it has to be a passion because you're helping people. Yeah, and I think that, and some people would say, well, why do you charge if you're doing this a passion? Well, time is money.
Right.
And you have to respect people's time. And
Right.
you and I both know a lot of times when we do things for free, people take advantage of that.
Of course.
You know, people take advantage of when you are in love with them and you date. That's another story. But people take advantage all the time. You know, maybe I'm talking the cards, just talking.
Yeah,
but,
there they go. Talking
but,
to you.
right. But the point I'm making is that it's a good balance.
Yeah.
And if you want that experience, it shouldn't be an issue with charging someone for it because it's fair and no one will work for free.
Right.
So that's part of it.
Right.
So what I want to know also, going in, just moving a little bit further, when you first got this gift and you realized that, were you scared a little bit? Were you nervous at any point in time?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And how'd you get past that point to know, like, okay, I'm going to accept this and I'm good with it?
I learned about it, you know.
Okay, so you studied. During that studying process that you did earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch YouTube.
Research.
Research.
Got you. So good. So were you I'm laughing, but in high school, were you able to see people at that age as well? All right.
Oh, God, yes.
Hey, Miss Smith, you know, your teacher, like, Mr. Smith, you know, your wife's cheating on you. Like, what? What are you talking about? You know? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, so did you ever do any in high school?
I didn't. To be honest, I never told people. It was only like really close and personal friends. It became more of like a job in a sense. Like later when I started to do more and people, and I brought it out. When I first brought it out on Instagram, not a lot of people were putting videos up. Some people would even tell me like, why are you doing that? You know, like that's weird. But I just went with it and I started to just go, and I never stopped. 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
And today it's like I have steady customers that come back to me from years ago.
That's good.
And they're like, Brittney, I need a refresher. Like, you know.
I need a refresher. Hell, I need one too. It's been a few weeks. So, but that's the one thing that I like in what you said is that you didn't let other people discourage you.
No.
Like you didn't stop, or you didn't say, you know what, maybe this is stupid, let me take it down. You kept going.
Yeah.
And now you're 2 years in and you're reaping the benefits, and then you're going to be 3, 4, and so on and so forth. We need to do a segment maybe once or twice a month where we could do something, and maybe do something live and people can come on, and I don't know, we'll figure it out, but I think that'd be kind of good.
That'd be really good.
And then not only that, it'll give you more awareness and people can see it, and then bring in more business for you.
Yeah.
You know, because that's one thing that we want to do. We like to always help our entrepreneurs. That's why we created Entrepreneur Monday, which actually starts today, to be able to bring in business for people.
Right.
And you have a gift, and you're a genuinely good person. You've been cool since day one, and that's the reason why I asked you to come on. Plus, I wanted to take relief out of people's minds who thought this may be spooky, or you know, they watch the movies and think that's other than that, but it's really legitimate, and you're a great person. You do a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I really
So
appreciate that.
Tell the people a little bit more, and let's conclude it, and then I'll make sure that we have all your handles, because you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, and then people can DM you to get an appointment.
Please message me.
Yes.
I'm I always have my schedules posted too. So,
right.
you know, other than that, on my Instagram and my TikTok, I also do, you know, free reads, general reads for people to see.
And we have the spiritual oil, correct?
Yes,
we have the spiritual oil. I'm gonna have to get some spiritual oil as well because I need some spirituality. You know, we need to get that done.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's good. So I want to, your parents, right? Have you ever helped them through anything?
My mom.
Really?
Yeah, my mom.
Did she ever ask you about your dad?
All the time.
Oh man, that's cold blooded. That's your dad's like, what the hell? Like you. Brittney, you better not say nothing. You want that bike, right? You want to get some money?
Yes.
So tell me about that, how that works.
My dad is very religious. We were raised, you know, going to church every Sunday. I'm Catholic.
Okay.
You know, and he was really not, you know, too
open
cool
to it
with the whole tarot thing, but he also knew I had a gift because I started young, so he would watch me and be freaked out. But, you know, my mom was very supportive. In the beginning, she kind of was like, what are you doing? But after she started to see it grow, and she was like, wow,
really?
Keep going.
So she became a believer and supporter of it. Wonderful, wonderful. So how is that, as you know, you love your father, obviously,
of course,
you know, good relationship, and your mom's like, hey, I feel this way about your dad. Tell me about it. You're like, Mom, come on. Like, how did that work for you? How did that go for you?
I would read for her.
Literally,
pull out my cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would read for her for everything, even money, even her finances. She'll be like, I need to read.
Are we gonna pay this bill or not? I need to know.
Yeah, say less. I got you.
That is really a blessing. Now, let me ask you: do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do.
Okay, how many?
Yes, 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
All right.
And then 2 stepbrothers, but they're like my brothers.
Okay, so. And have you ever read for them as well?
For my younger brothers and my sisters, yes.
Okay, good. Like this whole, we're on our 7th episode now, and this whole energy is just, it's a different kind of energy in here.
It is,
like,
right?
It's really good. I like
energy.
it. I like it. So I was telling my friend Val before you came, I was like, you know what? You know, you see people on social media, you know, how they're going to be, how they're going to look with all the filters and all these different things that they portray, but you are 100% the truth. I appreciate everything about you, and what I saw is what I got, and then knowing the business aspect and that you are really good at what you do makes it even better for me. So it's good.
So much.
Yeah, absolutely. So
make me blush over here.
I always want to encourage our guests to let them know that not only do I do my research, but it's refreshing. Because in a world that's crazy, as you know, because you're doing readings every day, you know, sometimes. So let me ask you, before I even go into that, how many readings do you do a day?
Probably like, recently I've been doing at least 4 to 5.
Okay.
And now it's kind of like, it's hard to balance it with my full-time job, because, you know, I have a full-time job as well. So I try to, you know, schedule myself out, but basically I'm busy all day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So how many do you think, what is your max that you could schedule in a day?
Probably like 10.
Okay.
I've done 10 comfortably.
10. Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I want to have you back. I want to do something at least twice a month. Maybe even if we do it live, or we do something where we can get people to come in to you. You know, we'll figure out a fee that's reasonable.
Okay.
You know, we'll even pay for a couple people so they can see if they're nervous. We'll just pay you and have 2 people come in for free or something like that. We'll figure it out.
Definitely.
But yeah, I want to give it to the people because I think that people would be very surprised as to what the results are.
Yes.
And what you can do. And when you have that gift, it should be shared. This is not X-Men or, you know, Marvel or DC, comic book character. This is real life. And if you can help people, then that's what we want to be able to do.
Yes,
you know?
Definitely. That's like the main goal. And trust me, if you see like a lot of my reviews and some of the things people write touches my heart because they don't have to do that, one, and 2, they're taking the time out of their day, and it says a lot when people spend time on you.
Yes.
And I think that's in anything, any way, you know?
Absolutely. And the biggest thing is that they trust you.
They do.
They trust you to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard, sight unseen, to say, okay, I'm going to give you this money over social media, right? Where people could disappear and you actually come through and then you tell them the truth. They're like, this is amazing. This is phenomenal. So that's good. I'm happy to hear it.
It's like a cheaper version of a therapist in a sense.
Yeah, definitely. Well, actually, it's better than a therapist.
It is.
Because you can give them, I shouldn't say it's better, it's a good balance because you give them a perspective that they may not be able to get. And a therapist charging you $100, $200 an hour, and your readings are the price that you work out with them, and it gives them a sense of understanding and maybe even calm for that moment. That is priceless.
Yeah.
We have to go up on your prices now because So that's really good. So Britt, thank you again. Is anything that you want to tell the people before we go, and just let them know as to what they can expect moving forward and when they contact you.
Yeah, I would definitely like to say, thank you for watching and thank you for, tuning in. I would hope that you guys come visit my page and, possibly give me a try, see what I'm about, and hopefully I can help in some way, when you guys need that, refresher, reliever.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said, we'll figure something out that we can do soon. We'll figure out something this month we can do.
Okay.
And we'll get you involved because I think that would be very beneficial to people.
Yeah,
and very
definitely.
helpful. So
definitely.
Thank you for coming on. And
Thank
tell them
you.
really again before how do they order the oils?
Okay, so you can reach me on Instagram or TikTok, and we're gonna put the information out as well.
What's your handle? Give them the handles for TikTok and Instagram.
So for TikTok, it's Brittneyrae Pesina 8, and then for Instagram, it's Brittneyrae Carmelita 29.
Okay.
And I do everything on my personal page, and I'm gonna, keep it there as well.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely reach out to me. The bath oils are $30 with free shipping.
Yes.
So.
And we'll work something out with the bath oils too. We'll do a discount or a code. We'll figure it out. We always like to keep the business and the entrepreneurs going. So we'll make it happy. And the more people that you can reach and get into their hands, the happier they'll be.
Yes.
So that'll be good.
100%.
So all right. Well, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you.
Thank you.